Greetings! It's Maxo Diddly. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can get the Grove raided in Baldurs Gate 3 while keeping Wyll as a companion so you can have an intimate scene with Minthara. Let's get right into it. So firstly, I recommend you remove the bear that's on this platform here so you can get in and out of the Grove really easily. And once you do that, I want you to go to your camp. Now, while at camp, you need to have a couple of things ready for this task. Firstly, you're going to need a character with high strength. You can either use a potion, you could use the Club of Hill Giant Strength, or you can give your character a lot of strength. After that, you need to dismiss all of the companions in your party. Once you've dismissed the companions in your party, add Wyll to your party. After that, you need to go and talk to Withers, because you're going to also need a hireling for the task. So when you talk to him, ask to talk about hirelings, and then click on Recruit a Hireling. Then you can pick any hireling you want for the task. After you've picked a hireling, click on Venture Forth. Now you need to leave camp and return to the Grove. Now you need to ungroup your main character from the hireling and Wyll, and then move your main character off to the side so they remain hidden, like here. And Wyll and the hireling are going to go in on a suicide mission. They are going to steal the idol and then get killed by the Druids. So this will prevent them from fulfilling the Rite of the Thorns. However, they are going to go and attack the Tieflings, which will basically mean the Grove has been partly raided. So we're going to just steal the idol. So move up to where the idol is and then click on it. And now you've interrupted their ritual, and they're kind of mad about that. And they think the reasonable response is to go and kill all of the Tieflings. And you're going to be in combat, don't worry, you need to lose. So do whatever you can to get your characters killed as quickly as possible. And once you've gotten both Wyll and the hireling killed, you're going to see the Druids move on further into the Grove, and they're going to kill all of the Tieflings. And once you see them run off, your main character is going to need to go down and collect the body of Wyll. So we can use this lever here to move the platform up. We can then walk on the platform and use the lever to get down. And now we need to carefully retrieve Wyll's body. So firstly we need to loot Wyll to clear his inventory. So just click on him and click on Take All. You'll also notice the idol is here. So now we have the idol that they were using. And then you can right click on Wyll's body and click on Pick Up. This is heavy, so you probably do need a strength of at least 18 to pull this off. But once you pick up his body, you need to go back on the elevator. And you need to get out of the camp. Now, one way I like to get out of the camp is to go around here and then jump out. It's just to make sure I don't get caught up in the conflict at the Grove, because as you can see in the chat here, there is combat. So I like to personally jump off here. You do take a bit of fall damage, but that doesn't matter because you are going to have to rest in a moment. And once you see the red is gone, that means you're in a safe place. And you can drop off Wyll's body. So open up your inventory, right click on Wyll, and then drop him. Now you have dropped his body in a safe place. Now you need to go to camp. And what you now need to do is, you need to revive and dismiss the hireling. So we're going to go and talk to Withers. And you want to say, I want to resurrect someone. And I want to resurrect, then the name of the hireling. It'll cost a little bit of money, but this is a cheap price to keep one companion in the game if you want to go down a more evil path. And also, once you revive your character, your journal will be updated. Basically, the fighting at the Grove has stopped, the Druids have killed the Tieflings, and any Tieflings that weren't killed tried to escape, but because the goblins are still a thing, they most likely died on the way. Which means this is so far working. So now we're going to talk to Cree. I want to click on I have no more use of you. And then you want to say yes, return to the Fuge Plane. And they will vanish away from you. The next step is we want to do a long rest. So we're going to end the day and then we're going to go to bed. Now we're going to wake up. And you can do this if you want to. You can add 2 companions to your party. This is an entirely optional step, but basically, we're going to be going to the goblin camp. And if you want to kill for some goblins, you may want to have 2 companions with you. Wyll must remain in our party in the current state he's in. But you can take 2 companions with you if you want to make clearing the goblin camp easier. You don't have to kill any goblins, but if you want to, you can. So we're going to leave camp, and don't return to the grove, they're going to be hostile to you now. And you're going to warp to the Blighted Village. Now, if you've saved Saza, there is one little thing you're going to need to do. When you get to the goblin camp, you're going to need to kill her and any goblins at the entrance, because Saza will change the dialogue that occurs when you talk to Minthara. But anyway, we are going to the goblin camp. And all we need to do is speak to Minthara and tell her that we went to the grove and most of the people there are dead, or just admit that we killed most of the people there. And obviously I had to kill the goblins ahead of time because I kept Saza alive. I didn't want to tell him Minthara that where the grove is, because that changes the conversation. But I haven't done anything else in the goblin camp. So we're going to get to the goblin camp, and as you can see, poor Ovolo is there. We're about to get experience points for discovering the camp, but we're going to ignore the content. You can do all of the content if you want to. You can kill all the goblins if you really want to, but don't kill the goblins until after Minthara has left the goblin camp. Then you can enter the sanctum, and you're going to be spoken to by these guys. You can either use your Illithid wisdom or get in based on your skin colour. I'm going to pick that one. So I'm just going to use the Drow dialogue options, and they're happy to let me through. And Shadowheart has a problem with that, but I don't care. So now we're going to go inside, and we just need to talk to Minthara. Don't kill anyone. Whatever you do, do not go killing people. You can't aggro Minthara. You just need to talk to her like normal. And once you find Minthara, go and talk to her. And she is currently not happy with this goblin. And she's going to say, are you a true soul? And the first thing you want to do is you want to say you're looking for Helsin. And after that, you want to then say, I visited his grove, many of the inhabitants are already dead. And Minthara's happy, and Minthara's going to tell you she's going to be at the grove waiting for you to help finish anyone off. Now, once you've seen her leave the building, you can go around and kill all the goblins if you want to. You can talk to Helsin if you want to. But none of that matters if you just want to recruit Wyll. And for the purposes of this tutorial, to keep it short, we're going to long rest again. So we're going to long rest, and we're going to go to bed. And we're going to wake up. And when you wake up, there should be a journal update for Raid on the Grove. That means Minthara has gone there, and she's conquered it. You're also going to see something about rescue for Druid Helsin. Since the Grove and the Tieflings have fallen, Helsin's probably not going to want to help you. That's all fine. We don't need his help. We've got Wyll. And now that we're here, we're going to open up the map, and we're going to go to a teleport point near the Grove. And as you can see, Wyll's body is still there. And now we're going to go into the Grove, and we need to talk to Minthara. So Minthara can be found in the place where you'd speak to Zevlor. And as you can see, there are some goblins doing their own thing. So you need to go into the stone door. And the next step is, you need to now talk to Minthara. And she's going to be quite happy. And you can say what you want. I don't recommend killing her though, otherwise you're not going to be able to romance her. And you can open up your mind to her advances, and then talk about Moonrise Tower, and then you're going to start a celebration. And upon first glance you're going to think nothing different has happened. However, you're going to notice something. Wyll is currently alive. He's no longer dead. Also, he's in the camp at the party where we're celebrating the fall of the grove. That's right, Wyll is alive. He's made it out alive from this encounter. Now let's talk to him. And he says, well met. That doesn't sound like the dialogue someone would say if they're mad at you for, well, getting the grove destroyed. And now you can just proceed like normal. That's all you have to do. You can now have some fun with Minthara if you want to. You don't have to, though. You have gotten the grove raided, and you get to keep Wyll, which means you get to keep all of the stuff with Minthara, and you have a cool companion. So anyways, thanks for being a great audience. Be sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching.